start out today by telling you about John Bernecker. John was a stunt performer. You've probably seen his work before, you just didn't know it. He's been in everything from Looper to This Is the End to Hunger Games, to 22 Jump Street to Get Out to Logan. He's going to, he did some work on Black Panther, and he's going to be on our show. John passed away this week after he was injured doing something he loved, helping tell stories that excite, entertain, and give people escape. He helped make movies and shows for people like everybody in this room. John was someone beloved in the stunt community, someone who trained other people and helped them break into the business. He was living his dream, and he helped other people do the same thing. We didn't really know if we should do this panel today, but we wanted to be here for you. And we wanted to tell you about John, and we wanted to show you what we've all been working on. Here is the trailer to season 8 of The Walking Dead. Sort of show us how that was meant to be.
You got your shitting pants on? What? Your shitting pants. I hope you got them on right now, because you are about to shit your pants.
Sounds right.
Guys, we got the 8th season coming up, and I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but the first episode of season 8 is our 100th episode. We've been doing this a while, long enough that I think Judith is old enough for her first zombie kill. I think 3 is about appropriate in this universe. And we got some really great stuff planned with the AMC. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff on social media, all over the internet, looking back on the 99 episodes that we've done. I can't believe it's been 99. That is a lot. That is a lot of episodes. But today, right now, we have a look back at those episodes. We got a little retrospective that we'd like to show you. So get ready.
Exactly the same. So we are here for you guys today. That's why we came out to do the panel. So we're going to go right to questions from you.
Okay, we got an area right over here. Very well lit.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My question is for Danai Gurira. My question is, how would you compare your training to express emotion on your role on this show to your roles in past dramas like The Visitor and Mother of George?
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, I think the thing that I loved in watching this was so beautiful to see that 100 years. It
Feels like 100 years.
No, it doesn't. And that's what's beautiful is that I'm so grateful to be a part of this and of this family and seeing all the work that's been done. And really, I was thinking about stepping into this amazing piece of work in season 3. And it was really about learning from those who had created it, who built it up. The astounding Mr. Andrew Lincoln down there, who has helmed this ship for 100 episodes. And then of course, Lennie James in that first episode as well, which totally, I was gripped by how they created that very stunning dynamic of this world. And so really, I followed the lead of watching 2 seasons worth of how these people have built this very powerful human story. And that's what guided me to tell the story that I was called to tell. Thanks for the question.
What's up, my family? I gotta say, Mr. Andrew Lincoln, you're my hero. Every Sunday night, we're all watching you guys. My question was originally for you, Mr. Lincoln, but I think it's better for the whole cast. Do you guys ever crave a comedic moment or a comedic scene, though there's so much drama in the show?
I do.
I've been pushing for a musical episode for years. I think that's what I
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we spoof, sometimes we just get into spoof mood. And, when the cameras aren't rolling and we spoof some stuff. We spoof ourselves.
And that introduction of Jesus as a character was I think one of the one of the lighter moments in the show.
They gave me Jerry, so I get plenty of comedy. They gave me a tiger and they gave me a Jerry. I have all the fun. I have all the fun.
He takes the tiger home.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Hello. Hello, panel. Actually, I do have a question for Jeffrey, but I am curious, will there ever be like an episode where there's just like, I don't know, karaoke night or something? They're just chilling in Alexandria. But also for Jeffrey, where do you think, if Sasha had lived, where do you think she would have ended up in Negan's organization?
First of all, every night is karaoke night for Negan. He's having fun. That would have been an interesting storyline moving forward. I think Negan saw something in Sasha, but I think he sees something in every one of these characters that is rare in this world. They're all very strong and as a team and individually, and I think he respects everyone he's come up against, and Sasha was no different. And he liked her. She knew that she had a good head on her shoulders, and she would have been a great ally. So I think he was as sad as everyone else to see her go.
Next up.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Norman. My question is, what more is there to expect for The Walking Dead?
Wow. Oh, wow. Geez, I mean, I get surprised on this show all the time being in it. So, I mean, this could go on forever. This is more of a Kirkman type of jam, to be honest. But
Thanks for passing the buck. There's a magic telephone, I heard? No. The holdover from the last panel. Yeah, I mean, we've got all kinds of great stuff planned. I think you guys can see that our next season is going to be, I think it's easy to see and safe to report that it will be very action-packed, very fast-paced. I think I counted 6 explosions in the trailer alone.
It's sort of like Remains of the Day.
I'll leave it at that. We got a Black Widow with a question?
Hi, big fan. I was just wondering how you guys think that Negan will influence the development of Carl's character and if it will affect his relationship with Rick.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the comics of, the whole Carl and Negan storyline came out, I've been so excited for the whole arc between the two. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to listen to that.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I have one quick question for the people who were there. What was the first scene shot on the show?
The first scene shot on the show?
The first scene shot on the show.
I know mine.
It was the car flip, right?
It was the car. No, it wasn't the car flip. It was throwing down it was me and John Bernthal on that road doing the car block, and John had his knee was busted, so I had to drive him around Atlanta on the way to work, and I kept driving on the left-hand side of the road. And then I had to get in a car with him, and we had to drive at about 80 miles an hour and then stop abruptly. And John has never sweated more in his life, and he just said, "This is a terrible idea," And then we shot that whole day, and I think that the rushes went back to New York, and we just looked like we were in a monsoon, because it was Atlanta in the midsummer, and we were dressed as, cops. And they came on set, they said, "Is there no makeup on this show?" And then they came in suits in midsummer, and they went, "Forget the makeup on this show." But it was John Bernthal and me, terrified, trying to sort of make sense of where we were, and it was thrilling. And it's very moving to sort of hear just 100 episodes. This has been the most incredible thing in my life. It's been the most incredible experience.
Alright, so hi to everyone, especially to Rick from my mom, Lisa. She's over there.
Oh, she's over there?
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa.
So my question is for Lauren as Maggie. What do you think Glenn would want the baby to know most, what would have wanted the baby to know most importantly growing up in this apocalyptic world?
You're gonna make everybody cry.
How great was that? Just watching the trailer, but really amazing. But watching those 100, this recap just now, I feel like, I don't know how jubilant and heroic Glenn and Stephen is in all this, and I think that what he would have wanted to teach the baby or expose the baby to is just that bravery and comedy and just impulsive energy that he had. I think it's probably hard to say, but I hope that everybody of the family that is alive is going to pass those things on and tell those stories to this new little girl or guy, as well as who Herschel was and who Beth was and who Michael, who played Abraham, was. Yeah, it's a great, peppy answer.
Hi. Button lady.
Hi there.
Hello.
First, Khary. I hope I'm saying your name right. Khary, on your first episode of Talking Dead, you used my favorite word in the English language, avuncular. I love you. My question is, do any of you have a memorable experience watching a George Romero film, since we just lost him last week too? Anybody have a favorite movie of his or favorite experience from it?
I mean, they all obviously mean a lot to me. I know that my first experience watching Night of the Living Dead, I saw it on network television, the Fox affiliate in Kentucky. When that network first appeared in the 90s, they didn't have a lot of programming, and so they just ran Night of the Living Dead at night because that movie's technically in the public domain, so I think they would just slot it in. And they just ran it unedited. I was going through the channels at like 11 o'clock, like trying to make sure my parents didn't know I was awake. And I was like, what's this black and white thing? Because you don't often run through something that's black and white. And just to go on that ride for the first time, to see what it is a zombie story can be, the fact that it just kind of starts as this like little story about a brother and sister going to the graveyard, and there's things coming after them, and there's monsters leading all the way to the insanely poignant ending that is just so moving. I was instantly in love with the genre and instantly in love with the man as a filmmaker, and so yeah, I mean, watching those movies takes me back to that time every time immediately, and so I couldn't be more upset about that loss.
It's pretty amazing the people that he's inspired. After we shot Land of the Dead, we had a premiere in Pittsburgh, and I took Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez and Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright all to the premiere, and we were so excited about. I was excited to take them there. They were excited to be there for George. So before the screening, I took them to Evans City Cemetery where they shot, I was 6, Night of the Living Dead, and then Dawn of the Dead to the Monroeville Mall. So I have photos of Quentin and Robert and I doing zombie walks in the Monroeville Mall where they shot Dawn of the Dead. So we go to the screening, and we're talking to George, and Robert Rodriguez says, "Oh my God, we just went to the Monroeville Mall. We saw where you shot Dawn of the Dead." And he's like, "Grow up. What's the matter with you guys? Seriously, grow up. Come on." And we were all like, "No, you don't understand. We have to go to these places to experience the movies that meant so much to us." So I mentioned it earlier, but it's a sad time for all of us. But he's given us so much, and that's the legacy that he leaves. So thank you for that question.
Next up.
Welcome, travelers, to the kingdom of Hall H. All rise for the king, except you, Mr. Payton. So my question is, you've been infected, and you know you're going to turn. How do you go? And does anybody help you?
I have to say that one of the best exits was Sonequa's. The way that she went out. I think if you're going to go out like that. That would be my choice. Go out big, go out loud, go out large, go out trying to take someone with you.
The question is, Jeffrey,
Yeah, buddy.
would you like Rose about the character?
Did I
Like least about the character.
What do I like most about Negan? I find him very amusing. I think he's got a great sense of humor. And in these dark days, a sense of humor will help you get through. What do I like least about him? That he wears a leather jacket on 120.
We were going to go t-shirt, but we thought the leather jacket looked cooler. I'm really sorry.
It is cooler.
So, Alanna Masterson? Yes, you.
Yep.
What has been your favorite season to shoot?
I think my favorite season would be season 4. When I first wrote the script, I was coming in with the governor, and I was like, "Oh, no one's gonna like me." And then I got to meet Steven, who just is kind of the best character to come in with because he bridged the gap for the originals and for the people that were new. And we had the most fun that season. We all hung out and played pranks on each other and just did really stupid stuff. We did karaoke. That would be my favorite season. Working with Steven was, best. He's the best. So, yeah.
I was thinking about that actually, like concerning this family, like the friendships that have come to pass from this time on the show. Like, I mean, I was wondering actually how many of us knew each other before we started shooting. I don't think many did. Maybe Lennie, did you?
Myself and Andy, we kind of knew each other. We had friends in common, but we'd never worked with each other. In fact, there's one of you just reminded me of when we first shot the pilot, and there was a moment where both of us went in the corner, these two Englishmen playing these Americans, and went, "Can you believe this is happening?"
It was the only time the answer is no in my accent in 8 years. When I went, "Yeah, we were like, this is unbelievable. I always wanted to work with you."
Well, Melissa and I worked together on The Mist. That's where I met her originally, and Frank loved her character and her performance so much that the button at the end of The Mist was due a lot to how Melissa portrayed her character when the shit hit the fan, so to speak. And Norman and I worked together on John Carpenter Masters of Horror called Cigarette Burns. So we had worked together just right before the show.
And Chandler and I worked together on a Lifetime TV movie called The Wrong Man, and he played Julia Ormond's son. I need a copy.
Oh, I guess I worked with Chad actually. Me and Chad, I played his estranged wife on Broadway. I forgot that. I knew Chad.
And Seth, you worked with Chad and Mr. Gillard.
Yes, we worked together on The Wire down in Baltimore.
And Batman's parents.
It's just so amazing, the friendship that come out of this cast and this crew and this family. It's kind of astounding to me. Beautiful.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, I want to say thank you for coming and deciding to make this panel for us. We really appreciate it. My name is Michelle. I'm from Mexico, and this is my first Comic-Con. And I'm super excited. I love you guys so much. Norman and Jeffrey and Andy, you guys are my background in my wallpaper. My question is, who do you think is the best influence for Judith besides Rick and Carl? And who do you think is the worst?
Best influence, worst influence for Judy? Great. Well, I mean, clearly the worst influence is Negan. The best influence is Negan. You guys got anything else to add? Go ahead.
Hi, I bought Carol cookies, but they got squashed in my bag. First, I wanted to thank you all for coming in light of the circumstances. I'm sure everybody here appreciates that. And my question is for Andrew. How difficult has it been to perfect your accent? And especially the way you say Carl.
Perfect is a big word, though.
Yeah. I would say it's a work in progress, but it's a work in progress. No, I don't know, what's the thing with the call?
I have to say, coming from Kentucky, and my father's name is Carl, that's how a lot of people say it. So
oh, thank you.
It's authentic to the region that I'm from.
Since he never watches.
I don't watch it. Did I?
What does he say? How does he say it, guys?
Is it more like coral? Is that quarrel? Is that what you're talking about? Riggs, do I talk like that to you?
Yeah, 409. 409, that's all you did. Yeah, that's all you said.
Well, another 8 seasons, maybe I'll get it right.
But he wasn't well in 409. He'd been beaten up a lot. I'm trying to defend you a little bit here, Andy.
Yeah.
You know, his mouth was a little, garbled. That's what happened.
Has anybody here played the drinking game with Carl? Where every time Andy says Carl, you have to take a shot? Did you make it to the end? Okay. There's a prize if you...
Okay, here we go, guys. Have you been able to get any drinks in the hall?
Carl.
Good on the floor just then.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jason from Saskatoon, that's up in Canada. So in terms of location, you guys have gone from Atlanta and now you guys are in Virginia area. Where would you guys like to see the show to go?
Where are you from again?
Saskatoon.
Is it cool in summertime?
You don't want to be there during the winter.
Great. Well,
He asked if it was cool in the summertime. Winter is not a problem for us.
Honestly, I want to go to the Capitol. I mean, it's right there. I think we need a Walking Dead field trip to the Capitol. We need to get to Washington, D.C. Does anybody want to go? Come on.
Thanks, Jason.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and I just want to say that me and my whole family really love your show and appreciate you all. And this is me and my siblings are here, and this is our first Comic-Con. We came all the way from Sweden. My question is, will we see The Walking Dead in any other part of the world?
Scott? I would say it is entirely possible that that could happen. I'm going to continue to give you a long, ambiguous answer on that. But I would say it's something that I would say it's something we
Look
would
for
like.
The Walking Dead Sweden coming in 2019.
It's something we want to see.
And it's cool there in the summer, right?
We're looking for Walking Dead: The Serengeti, Walking Dead: Death Valley, Walking Dead is inside a volcano.
And everyone wears leather jackets.
Thank you, Lauren.
Next up.
Hi, big fan of the show. My name is Steve. My question is either for the producers or Jeffrey D. Morgan. I'm a big fan of the comics as well, and his word usage in the comics is even more liberal than it is on the show. So I'm wondering if there's ever a line that you really wanted to include in the show, but the FCC put a kibosh on.
Every line you said. Every single one. I mean, we are allowed 7 shits. Like 1 goddamn. 0 fucks.
I think he says it literally more than every single other word.
Everything. You can use it for every other word too. It's amazing. But that's why we have Blu-ray, so we can say all those.
Go Blu-ray.
I was about 50 yards away from where I'm sat now, and I was leaning against the wall, and it was the first time we came to Comic-Con, and we showed the trailer, and I was feeling sick, and within sort of a minute and a half, I heard this incredible sound, and I didn't know what it was, and it was it was you guys, and it was the most amazing sense of relief that we weren't messing up your show. So that was my first time when I realized that we had to give it to you guys. You know, this wasn't our thing anymore. It was a much bigger thing.
How many of you were here 8 years ago for that? Thank you.
How many of you will be here 8 years from now for that?
And this is a question, how many of us will be here?
Very few. Very few.
0. Yeah, Chandler?
Hope so.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember where you were?
He was answering the much more important question.
Man, you know, for me, the show was just like a super gradual thing. I don't know, because since the show started, I've been going and doing conventions and meeting you guys, and you know, as it got bigger, I could just feel it getting bigger. And but I do remember when I got the part, I was like, you know, I was 10, and I had probably, you know, both of my parents were teachers, and so it was kind of hard for them to constantly take me to audition. So it was probably like my last audition, like doing something. So if I didn't get this, I probably wouldn't be acting. But I remember just like running around my house, just like screaming and yelling and being so excited to be a part of this. And yeah. And so ever since then, I've, you know, been really lucky to be a part of this show. And very happy to be here.
Go ahead.
Hi there, I'm Neil from San Diego, so it's a bit of a flight to get here. I was wondering, are there going to be any more new characters, interesting characters introduced this season?
New, interesting characters. The answer is yes. but we shan't tell you about them now. But Neil, if you have a follow-up, we'll take it.
Okay, get out of the way. He's getting a follow-up. I'm sorry. Don't jump the gun. You'll get your question.
My follow-up is, do any of you have any opinions on our new President Trump?
That was a bad. We made a mistake. We're very sorry. Take it back. Neil, just get out of here. Let's not bring the room down. Now, ma'am, I wish you had fought when I had said, can you get out of the way? You could have said no. You could have saved us all kinds of trouble.
Hi.
Vote 2018. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Houston. I'm here from South Carolina, so we're neighbors. I feel your heat and humidity pain. I can relate. But anyway, my question is for Norman Reedus. So my question is, has Daryl started working on a nickname for Glenn and Maggie's baby? Because little ass kicker is a tough act to follow.
Wow, I guess it is, isn't it? Jeez, a good name for the baby. Jeez, put me on the spot. I don't know. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to these questions and everything else and getting wrapped up in all this. I'm looking at that retrospective and, I'm over here just almost tearing up. Like, I got to say, like, this has been such a good experience for all of us. And we've always had each other's back, and we have your back, and you guys have our backs, and it's been fantastic. I have to say, it still is fantastic. But a nickname, damn, I don't know.
Baby got your back?
Say what?
I said, baby got your back.
Baby got your back. Ooh, I like that too.
That's canon.
I still don't even understand what the whole canon thing is and all of this stuff. I just learned FAP not too long ago.
It just means you're going to shoot that idea out of a cannon, right?
Is it what?
It just means you're going to shoot that idea out of a cannon, right?
Probably, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at. I just woke up and I don't know. Good morning.
This girl seems very excited to ask a question, so let's delay that as long as possible. Go ahead.
Hi, me and my dad want to know, like, if anybody, like, will be affected and,
We want to know if there'll ever be a character who's immune to the zombie bite, or if you guys will ever explore looking for a cure.
Sweden. Walking Dead Sweden.
Walking Dead Sweden.
When we get questions like these, we like to not be as definitive as possible because we don't want to reveal anything, but the answers are no and no. One, because it's been done in a lot of other zombie stories, and two, because it's it's kind of a mythology-breaking proposition. You don't want that kind of thing as far as somebody being immune. And we have dabbled with that a little bit in the other show, but. As far as actually trying to solve the thing, I mean, I've always thought that one of the best things about this show is that it's not about scientists and it's not about people that would take that on as a task, because I feel like that's unrelatable. I think if there were a zombie apocalypse, I don't know that there's, 5 people in this room that might be, that would have that job.
But there would be 5 people.
Yeah.
And we blew them up the first season.
Yes. But this show is about people and their struggles to survive, and I think that's what the focus is. And so to go off and try and solve this, I think would be a boring show. So definitely not. But it's a good question.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Alondra. I just have to say I'm a huge fan. I love The Walking Dead. But for this one, my question is for Carl. how is Carl and Chandler any different from the show?
Well, I mean, I'm not a murderer, but I mean,
as far as we know.
Just getting that on the record.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Carl, he's I don't know. He's a very ballsy dude. Like showing up showing up Negan. Like, dang, I couldn't do that. I don't know.
No, I think you could.
No. But I mean, I definitely had a lot of fun doing it. That's for sure. I mean, Carl.
Their hair is different.
Yeah. I mean, our hairstyles are just. Yeah, no, the long hair just wouldn't work.
And you don't really wear a hat that much.
Yeah.
Was that, did I
I got
hear that
two
right?
eyes.
Because he just...
I've got 2 eyes, yeah.
2 eyes,
That's how we tell them apart.
He just said coral. He did.
I think we can squeeze in a couple more questions.
I'm sorry, guys, but this will be the last question.
Oh, really? Wow.
Negan, besides the death of Glenn, of course.
First of all, what the hell's turning out like Negan? What's the issue with that? You act like that's a bad thing. You have a microphone there, huh?
Is it right? It's not. It's cut off. I said we all can't wear leather jackets as cool as you, so.
You're right.
You know, one of the things I love about the show is that everybody is in a horrible circumstance, but not everybody chooses to be like Negan. You know, most of these people somehow fight for their humanity in a bad situation. I hadn't seen the trailer before. Tonight I was watching for the first time with you guys, and I was getting really emotional about it. Because the thing is, every one of these guys have been knocked down in some way or another, but they come back and they fight. And I think that's what draws people to this show, is that if they fight to hold on to who they are as people. You know, not everyone turns into a psychopath. People find their way to be a little bit better. I love you, Jeffrey.
So it looks like we have just enough time to see that trailer one more time. Would you guys like to say